400447 SD. 2 years ago, a cult called the Purity of Light devastated Nortender, believing they would usher in the return of a benevolent god. A corporal named Tahar put an end to their doing. You're Erev, a former general of the Nortandian army. As you spent the past 12 years stationed in Imperia, a country far from your homeland, the Purity Wars passed you by. You don't mind. You had your own shadows to chase. It's been 3 years since you lost your regiment and the Empyrean village, but the nightmares still haunt you. Night after night, you jolt awake, drenched in sweat, pulse hammering against your wrists. Even though your mind does its best to suppress and distort the memories, a part of you is aware that you probably deserve it. It's your fault. You know that much. But why? One day, you decide to see a dreamweaver in hopes of finding an answer. Probably a bunch of hogwash, but the drowning will clutch at a straw.
What is this? Where are we?
In your dream, Erev, as I told you. You allowed me to enter it so that I can help you.
Wait. This is the desert? But it looks nothing like the real place.
Because your mind is aware. This world is an interpretation of the events. To your dreaming self, it looks just like the real one. Now, tell me, what happened that day?
But I told you, I can't remember. My memory, it's all foggy, warped.
Even so, try.
There was a battle. The Dawn Reaper orcs had been terrorizing Imperia for years. This was Judgment Day. I was on my way to an outpost in the desert to meet my division.
Keep it up. Yes.
What are these? The portals?
Anchor points. Every portal you traverse represents a step deeper down into your memory. That you were able to activate this one is a good sign.
I don't think I ever saw these in my normal dreams.
As I said, This is because you're aware of the fact that you're dreaming. The portals are part of your mind's abstract representation of the events.
I see.
Let's be quick!
And these creatures? What are they?
Symbols of your struggle. Just continue, General. Your memories will return the deeper you go.
I see. Guardians, I still can't believe I'm awake in my own dream.
Most people feel that way.
This is it! Let's be quick! Interesting. What do we have here?
Wait, I think I remember something. I went to some kind of shrine and there was someone I was supposed to meet.
Who? Remember, Erev. Who was it that you met there?
A local, I think? A villager. Let me try to remember.
General Erev, that's you, isn't it?
Yes. Are you the guide from Kaval?
Yes, Taba Sagewa. The mayor said the orcs are headed for our village. Is that true?
A small horde, yes. But they won't arrive before nightfall, and we can handle them. My division and I are gonna protect you.
Oh, Guardians, so it's true. Why, though? Why would they attack us? We're just a small village.
I don't know. Maybe to stir up the rural population. Either way, Colonel Rickus, my second-in-command, is already on his way to the village to set up defenses. We'll stop by our outpost to gather the rest of my division. Follow me.
Of course. And General, I would like you to have this. It's a present from us, the people of Kaval. You know, as a token of thanks.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thanks.
What present? What did she mean?
An amulet. It was a trinket, some kind of charm.
What do you need? What's this? This way. Look out! Attack! Move in. It must be done. This is it.
Guardians, these were Dawn Reapers. How can they be so close to the village already?
Probably just a scouting troop. Let's push on.
Out of the way.
General, there you are. We were starting to get worried. Mother?
Kieran, what are you doing here?
He's serving in my division.
Oh, so you're the Nortandian general my son is always rhapsodizing about. I had no idea.
Mother?
It's fine. Colonel, what's your status? Rickus already went ahead to the village and we should follow as soon as possible.
Well, we would be ready to leave, but there are two problems. First of all, we recently received a report from an Empyrean scout that conflicts with our own information. Apparently, the horde heading for Kaval is much larger than we thought, It's probably not my place to say, but maybe we should ask General Karros for help?
No. Caval's situated on a plateau, so it's easy to defend.
But isn't it...
What's the second problem?
Well, there's a detail of orcs a couple of miles north from here. They're blocking the path to Caval.
Another scouting group, probably. All right, let everyone know I'm taking command.
Yes, sir.
Stay close.
Well then, let me summarize. You were traveling with an Empyrean local named Tava, and were bound for her village Caval, which you suspected the orcs were going to attack that very night. Most of your troops were already there, and you were about to follow.
Yes, and we had to take out an orcish scouting party to get there.
This reminds me, how come Nortander has a military presence in Imperia? I've been wondering about that ever since you came here.
It's a token of friendship between our kingdoms. Our country has been struggling with the Dawn Reapers for quite some time now. And when our queen offered to help, the Emperor accepted it.
I understand.
Fair enough. Men, the barracks are ready. Pick up your arms.
So much to do, so little time.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Interesting.
Building completed.
At your command.
Well then.
Good. Time for a briefing.
Go ahead. Yes. Keep it up.
All right, everyone's armed and ready. Let's deal with those orcs.
Music to my ears. Lead us, General.
Yes.
All right then, let's get to it.
What?
So much to do, so little time.
What is it? Let's be quick! Move in. Attack! This is it. must be done. Let's be quick. Move it. Attack! This is it. It must be done. This is it. Move in. Attack! What do you need? Let's be quick! Over here. Stay close. Out of the way.
You won.
The first battle, yes. That's when things get muddy. Well done. Now let's not waste any more time. Colonel, let everyone know we're making for Cavill. I won.
General Arab. General Arab?
Who are you?
Private Rogel. I'm the scout. There are 2 more Orcish troops in the area, and they're headed for this outpost. We're just about to leave for Cavill.
And they'll notice our trail and ambush us from behind. Damn it. Rickus is waiting for my orders. All right. Colonel, you deal with the orcs around here. I'll go on ahead to Cavill.
Alone? But what if they find you?
What about the path through the jungle? The secret one. I could show him the way.
It's still dangerous. For both of you.
I appreciate your concern, Colonel, but I need to be there to lead the defense. Take care of the orcs, then follow.
Of course, General. Forgive me. I didn't mean to overstep my bounds. Tiara, watch over both of you.
Be careful, son. Oh, I'm proud of you.
I'm listening.
General, don't be angry with my son for being so stubborn. He's always been like that. A head to crush trolls with.
It's all right. He has a strong will. That's one of the reasons I promoted him.
Yes.
What? What's this? Why can't we go on? That's when my memory fades.
Why? Because you're a coward, Era. Isn't it obvious? Because you're running from the truth.
What the hell are you talking about? We need to catch up to Colonel Rickus or else...
Oh, we did catch up with your Colonel, General. We did catch up. And then you killed us. Now come on, don't look at me like that. I know you're trying to forget, but it doesn't work that way. We can bury the corpses of our little secrets, but sooner or later, we start smelling of rot. Why do you think you come here every night? You're looking for forgiveness. But guess what, Arab? There is none for people like you. So wake up, General. Inside, you're as dead as we are. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
2 years later, though no one told you the reason for your recall, you saw it as a chance to turn the page, back to Nortender, after 10 years in Imperia. A fresh start, away from it all. Now, your visit to the Dreamweaver is long past. You have crossed the Sea of Dreams and are traveling with Ambassador Jarrus, the right hand of the Queen, whose mission is to escort you to Greykeep, where you will finally learn why you've been ordered back.
Wake up, General!
Huh? What's going on? Where am I?
Nortander. The Golden Road, to be more precise. You dozed off. I would have let you sleep, but then you started talking. A nightmare, was it?
Something like that. I was remembering a visit to a Dreamweaver.
You went to a Dreamweaver? Back in Imperia, I take it.
Back in Imperia, yes. But let's not go into detail.
Of course. I can only imagine how this must be for you. One day you're in Imperia, the next you're on a ship back to Nortander by order of Her Majesty. Quite the change of scenery, isn't it?
Well, it would help to know why she called me back. Especially considering my record.
Well, I wouldn't know. All I was told was to receive General Erev at the Wolfgar coast and escort him safely back to Greykeep. But we're almost there, and the Queen has requested to see you at once, so you'll get your answers soon. Now, I suggest we...
Ambassador! Ambassador Jarrus!
What's the matter?
Something's happening. We found a dead soldier in the woods down south, and Commander Reinhold's gone missing. Someone must have attacked them while they were taking a walk in the forest.
Bandits?
I doubt it. They wouldn't dare attack a caravan of the Royal Army. All right, seems like the break is over. We need to find out who did this and save the commander. General Erev, you're in charge until we find Reinhold.
Can't the soldiers take care of this?
They could, but I'd rather have them protect the caravan.
You're not a fighter, are you? You should stay here with the soldiers.
Your concern is appreciated, but actually, I'm a mage. Not the best on EO, but I can handle myself.
All right. At your own risk. If not bandits, then who did this?
Orcs, maybe? As I said, this doesn't make any sense. Nortander's at peace.
What was your commander doing sauntering around the forest anyway? The caravan is his responsibility.
I don't know, but Reinhold has a reputation for being careless at times. It doesn't matter, though. We have to make sure he's all right.
Who are you two? You're not from the Royal Army.
These are the mercenaries we hired over in Wolfgar. They can be trusted.
I'm flattered. Though we've been around for a while, I'm surprised you didn't notice us.
All right. Where's the body?
South, just a few steps from the road. We'll show you.
General?
Looking for potions and scrolls? I'm sure I have just what you need. Come again. May Tiara bless your path.
Damn it. So young.
And definitely dead. Tiara guide your soul boy.
Looks like he was killed by a blow to the head, doesn't it? It's also the only injury, so there wasn't much of a struggle. Someone surprised him.
But whom? And where did they take Commander...
Now! For Windholm!
By the ambush! Defend yourselves!
You will answer for this! Healer! I need a healer!
I am here.
His head now!
They killed one of our heroes.
Got it.
Finally, some action!
This is it.
Attack!
Yes?
What's this?
Tiara's tits! Dwarves!
I was thinking the same thing. Do you have any explanation for this, Ambassador? I didn't know Windwall and Nortander were at war.
We aren't. It must have to do with the death of King Rorik. Ever since he died, the dwarves have shut themselves off. But an ambush? It doesn't make sense.
Well, whatever their intentions, if they killed that soldier, they must have also taken the commander. We need to find him. To me, it looked as though they came from up north. Let's see if there are more of them. And stay wary.
I am ready.
Nihal's hammer.
Wait, we...
Crush them!
Action.
It must be done. Arion's quills. Is this necessary?
You're next.
I can handle it.
Damn it. Healing now. What is it? Move in. Damn it. Healing now. This is it.
Where to?
Keep it up.
All right. Lead on.
Over here?
At once.
Don't mess with the crowd. Yes? Go ahead.
What's that?
An old mine, maybe? I don't know. Either way, I don't see anywhere else those dwarves could have come from. Come on, let's go down and find Reinhold.
As you descend the weathered ladder, the air ripe with moss and earth, weariness overcomes you. When you boarded the ship at Nortander, you had hoped to leave war and fighting behind you. at least for a while. Seems like you were wrong.
Nor curse me. Could this be...
What?
King Raker's tunnels? I had no idea. Either way, now probably isn't the time to appreciate the scenery. Let's find the commander.
Hold on. Why are there dwarven tunnels in the middle of Nortander?
Because they are the leftovers from another era. One where the Dwarven Empire spanned all the way from Wolfgar to Lar. Underground, at least. I'd love to tell you more, but now isn't the time.
No argument there. Let's move. And keep your weapons ready. Whoever those dwarves were, there are bound to be more.
What now?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't. Blazes, what do you want from us? You're completely insane.
Oh, you're a slow learner, aren't you?
That was the commander.
Damn it. Let's hurry.
Are you certain?
Kill the pale bloods!
This way. Yes. Stay close. Out of the way.
More of them!
Let us be quick.
For the crowd!
What is it?
Interesting. What do we have here?
There! That's the commander!
Ambassador?
Cut him loose.
Oh, thank you.
Where's the man you were talking to? Are there more?
Yes, he's...
Right here. So, the Gravel Eater's friends came to get him. How heartwarming.
How may I assist?
What do you want?
Oh, that's simple. To take back what's ours. Let's make this simple. Hand over the cargo and I'll let you run. Refuse or play dumb like this commander of yours, and we kill you.
There is no cargo!
15 crates of the finest moon silver ingots, and you're delivering them. Now tell us where the crates are, or die.
If there's no cargo, we can hand it over, genius.
All right then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yes.
Damn it! Destroy those totems!
Yeah, good return on your investment.
Over here.
I'll keep the bastards off you.
Let us be quick.
Starting to get on my nerves!
Kiara's breath. What? On your order.
What? It must be done.
What do you require?
Unless you can handle it.
Oh, well fought, Gravelator. Well fought. Now, unless you want to end up as a charred corpse, I suggest you take a step back now.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fire rune I have in my left pocket. A fire rune made by the best pyromancers of Windwall. Take one more step, or speak one more lie, and I'll blow this place and all of us to smithereens. Now, one last time. Where is the cargo?
Are you that eager to die?
If I die, it's for something greater than myself. I have no fear, Gravelator. The Granite Halls will welcome me.
You're bluffing.
Try me.
Oh, blazes, how many times do I have to tell you? We aren't transporting anything. There is no cargo.
You Gravelators never learn, do you? All right,
Wait, it was a ruse!
What?
It was a ruse. We intentionally planted the rumor that this caravan would be transporting the goods to divert raiders. The real caravan left 3 days earlier and has already arrived in Greykeep by now.
You're lying.
I'm not. Talk to your spies in Greykeep and they'll confirm it.
I don't understand. Where does this moon silver come from and why do you want it?
I have no idea. We bought it from a mine up in Wolfgar to supplement a new division of the Royal Army.
All moon silver belongs to the dwarves. That's how it's written in dwarven lore.
That's your justification for raiding the caravan? You're either mad or a fool.
Wrong. I'm a dwarf who refuses to live under the thumb of his self-proclaimed human masters anymore.
Wait, you knew about this all along? Why didn't you tell us?
Queen's orders. I'm sorry.
Bloody fool. You risked the war for nothing.
You have a big mouth, scum. But all right. This one time, we'll do it your way. Let me tell you this, though. We're not done yet. Far from it.
What do you need?
Arian's quills. What a mess. What a strange mess.
That's one way to put it. Moon silver, gravel eaters? What on EO has gotten into these dwarves?
Well, they believe they're in the right. Guardians know why.
I doubt they do. The dwarves were always reclusive, but peaceful. As I said, it might have something to do with their late king's death. But that's just guesswork.
I hate to say it, Reinhold, but this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't gone off into the forest. That soldier would still be alive. What were you two doing out there anyway? You were supposed to be watching the caravan.
None of your business. And watch your mouth, General. There was no way I could have known that dwarves were going to attack us on the golden fucking road.
Commander, please. The General is right, but this is neither the time nor the place for heated arguments. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, whatever we do, the Queen needs to know about this.
Agreed. Let's take a moment to collect ourselves and then go back up. We need to tell the soldiers what happened.
You might also want to let them search the perimeter. It's unlikely, but there might be more crazy dwarves around.
Fair point. Reynolds, make the arrangements. Once that's taken care of, we'll march on to Grey Keep. And good work, General. You handled that well.
As you resume your journey, the caravan marches in silence. Dwarves? Never before has there been animosity between Windwall and Nortender. You are pulled from your thoughts as Greyfell's silhouette appears on the star-speckled horizon. 3 hours later, you lie down in your new bed in the keep. The Queen requested to see you at dawn tomorrow. Sleep closes over you like a leaden door.
General Arif?
Yes? Who?
Iria Alathiel, First Mage of the Circle. I know you were expecting Ambassador de Breos, but Her Majesty wanted me to welcome you instead.
The area? The one who fought alongside Corporal Tahar?
That one, yes.
Impressive. I heard a lot about you.
I'm flattered, though I'm sure the tales make it all sound a lot more glorious than it was. I'm not a hero.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Circle Mage Alathiel. It's an honor.
How gallant. And just call me Iria, all right? Circle Mage or not, I've never been a friend of fancy titles. Come now.
Hold on. Yes, puny paleskin, you. Come over here real quick, will you?
Are you talking to me?
Who else would I be talking to? You're the only one in this accursed lair of cretins who looks worth having a conversation with.
Fair enough.
Well, maybe that was a little too harsh. This place just hasn't been particularly inspiring ever since I arrived, and it vexes me.
Hold on, should I know you? Are you with the Wolf Guard?
Am I with the Wolf Guard? Ha! If anything, the Wolf Guard is with me. I'm Burgal the Magnificent, the most fabled smith on Io. And no need to grovel or kiss my feet. I'm not into that kind of thing. But let us skip the small talk, shall we? I'm interested in that thing you're wearing. The amulet. It looks interesting. Tell me, where did a puny pale skin like you find such a treasure?
That? Oh, it's a memento.
A memento? Well, you seem to be misinformed. This is one of the most powerful relics on Io. Well, could be, one day, with my help.
I don't follow.
Oh, why am I not surprised? In simplest terms, what you're wearing seems to be an Empyrean relic. Its power has faded, but I could reignite it, so to speak. Let me have a look, will you?
Why would you do that? You don't even know me.
Indeed, and I do not plan to. This relic, on the other hand, let's call it a challenge. I have a predilection for pretty, neglected things.
Then it's not money you're after.
Huh. A true artist doesn't need money. He lives off the muse's kiss alone.
How do I know you won't run off with it?
Run off? Are you joking? I'm Burgal the Magnificent, the greatest smith on Io. Circle Mage Gore himself entrusted me with the armory of the Orc.
All right, I get it. Okay, but don't break...
Interesting. Yes, this might work. This might actually work. Do you know what a Vengeful Spirit is?
A spirit that is vengeful?
Ah, look at that! The puny paleskin has brains. Indeed, leaving aside the tragic stories of heartbreak and revenge, it's basically a ghost who refuses to die. Now, if you could manage to ascertain such a ghost's essence for me on your travels, I might be able to forge it into your relic and reawaken some of its powers. What do you say? What? You're brimming with gratitude? Why, no need to be. Just come back when you have the essence. Apparently there's one floating around in some graven wind wall.
I'll think about it.
Excellent! Safe travels! Ah, and don't forget to burn the body of the deceased, will you? It's the only way to stop it from coming back to haunt you. If it isn't the puny Paleskin. Yes?
So, about my relic.
What about it? I need spirit essence.
Right, I'll go get some. I have to be going.
Yes, yes, do as you please. Now, back to work.
Armor, shields, everything from copper daggers to moon silver swords. Pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
What do we have here?
I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn. A fair offer.
Nothing new today.
Interesting.
Yes, yes, come closer. I'm sure I have just what you need. You know how to bargain, don't you?
What do we have here?
Axes, daggers, swords, everything for the wary traveler. Farewell.
This way. Stay close. Over here. What's this?
Looking good. Then let's not keep Her Majesty waiting any longer.
Lead on.
12 years. Has it really been that long since you last stepped through this gilded archway? When the Queen sent you to Imperia? It feels like another life.
They're here. Your Majesty, I present Circle Mage Iria Alathiel and General Arev. Take a knee.
Your Majesty. Thank you. Rise. I have spent all day in Conclave, so let us skip the pleasantries. I assume you know about the Wolf Guard?
An elite unit of elves, orcs, and humans that keeps the peace in Nortander. Corporal Tahar leads them.
Led them. Tahar is dead.
What? Who are you?
Wraith Skadar. He is assisting us in another matter, but I will come to that later. What he says, however, is true. Corporal Tahar is dead. Alathiel?
Yes. Several moons ago, there were rumors of disappearances at the southern border. Villages seemingly abandoned, people taken overnight. Tahar led a small contingent of the Wolf Guard to investigate, where they were ambushed. There were no survivors. We believe the attack was by a group of Purity loyalists looking to avenge the death of their leader, Rondar Lacane. But we don't know for sure. As you may know, Tahar killed Lacane here in Greykeep to end the Purity War.
The Purity. The mage killer is right. I thought they disbanded after the war ended.
Mostly. But pockets of their cult escaped into the wilderness. Tahar's body was brought back to Greykeep and given a proper burial. As you can imagine, it was a great loss for the realm. But the Wolf Guard cannot remain without a leader. And that is why you are here, General Arev. You are the candidate.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Your Majesty, if I may ask, why didn't you tell me about this earlier? Ambassador Jarrus could have told me on the journey.
Because that would have required a lot of explaining, and I wanted to be the one to do it. It is as simple as that.
What happened to the Purity Loyalists responsible for Tahara's murder?
The Crown has put a bounty on their heads, but so far they've avoided capture.
Also, keep in mind that we merely assume that ex-Purity are behind Tahara's death.
What do you mean? Who else could it have been?
It is only a theory. We will speak about this later.
I'm not sure I understand, Your Majesty. What did I do to deserve this? You know who I am, and...
Yes, General Aref, I know perfectly well who you are. And I know about that mysterious incident in Carvel of which you remember nothing. It does not change my decision. Also, you will have to prove yourself.
If you know about the incident in Carvel, you also know that my entire regiment was slaughtered by orcs. Why would you entrust me with another one?
Your last regiment fell fighting for Northander. It was a tragedy, yes, but it was war in Imperia. And in war, these things happen.
But how'd you know I'm not to blame for that? I don't remember, and...
General, I have made my decision.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This is an honor. How do you want me to prove myself?
By taking care of an issue you have, involuntarily, already come in contact with. You will set out tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Isn't this a bit rushed?
It is, but time is not on our side.
All right. What's the mission?
Ambassador, if you please.
1 week prior to your arrival, there was an attack on a mining town called Dracot. It's on the border of Hallett and Northander.
By whom?
Windholm dwarves. And just like the incident on the Golden Road, everything about it is strange. Firstly, because Windholm and Northander are at peace. And secondly, because in this case, the victims of the attack are dwarves themselves. Surface dwarves.
Hold on, so dwarves raided a dwarven village? That doesn't make sense.
Correct, it doesn't. Which is why we'll need to find out what's behind this.
What do you want me to do?
Simple. Go there, help the surfaces recapture Dracot, then find out why the Windholmers would do such a thing so that we can resolve this as swiftly as possible. Please understand what is at stake here, General. Northander has just been through a war, and the wounds are still mending. We cannot risk another one.
What troops do I have at my disposal?
For now, only the human unit of the Wolf Guard. The Morhir and the Orcs are each on missions.
What missions, Your Majesty? Will they come back?
They will, but not anytime soon. The Wolf Guard will have to make do without them in the meantime. You will, that is. As for your first question, the Morhir troops are overseeing the construction of their people's new settlement in Utran. The Firewielders, on the other hand, are in Barga Gor, protecting their great cow under the leadership of Circle Mage Gor. Their absence weakens the Wolf Guard, but I cannot blame them. After all, these are their new homes, and they want to ascertain safety. However, I want you to join forces with the surface dwarves as soon as you reach their outpost. They will know the strengths and weaknesses of their kind best.
Understood. Isn't one of the Circle Mages a dwarf? Iskrim?
Yes. And we've tried to reach out to him ever since the Dracot incident. But he left for a longer expedition up north a while ago, and hasn't been heard from since.
What about the other Circle Mages? Could they help us?
They are also on their own missions. The purpose of the Circle isn't to walk around Greykeep all day, but to ensure stability throughout Northander. And this is what we are doing. We are mages, not bureaucrats.
Fair point. I see. So... the dwarves that raided our caravan were after our moonsilver.
I know. And since the Dracot mines produce moonsilver too, I am certain there is a connection. The only question is, if it is moonsilver they want, why raid Northandian caravans and towns? What has happened in Windholm that they would risk a war over this? This is what you need to find out.
Then I'd best get prepared.
Do that. Circle Mage Alathiel and Wraith Skadar will accompany you. Alathiel, introduce the General to the troops.
Understood. Meet me at the war table if you want an introduction, General.
Ah, and one more thing.
Your Majesty?
I believe in second chances. Prove me right. The audience is concluded.
General, if you have a second, there's also something I need your help with.
Interesting. Yes. You said you needed something?
Yes. Thanks for making the time, General. Please excuse me in advance. I don't usually involve my personal life in my work.
This isn't official business.
No, it isn't. It's about my sister, Jerfina. She was in Leonon when the Bloodburn hit.
Isn't that when the Wolfguard destroyed the village?
Yes, under the esteemed command of General Noria. Except, they didn't just destroy the village, they purged it. Better to kill every last citizen than let a disease get out of hand.
I understand you're upset, but what does this have to do with me? The Bloodburn is over. Noria is dead.
I'm sorry, General. As I said, I'm not used to discussing personal affairs. Always lock it up, Jarrus, my tutors would say. But anyway, I don't care about revenge. You're right, there's no point. But I need to know what happened to my sister.
You said she was in the village when it was destroyed.
I know, General. I have the same thoughts. But as far as my family and I are concerned, she left one day and never came back. We just don't know. Did she get sick, or did the soldiers...
Why was she in Leonon?
While I was studying etiquette, my sister was learning the healing arts. She would often make trips to the outer villages that lacked the expertise of a formally educated healer. Knowing her, she would have stayed to treat the Bloodburn.
Why do you think I can help?
Because there are a group of survivors who might know the truth. After the village was destroyed, I hired a guy to look for Jerfina. He didn't find her, but he did find these survivors.
And?
And they fled at the sight of him. It's the only lead I have. Please, could you try talking to them? I doubt they would say no to the Wolfguard.
I don't know, Ambassador. I'm not the one who ordered their village destroyed, but the Wolfguard was part of it. I doubt those survivors will be happy to see our banners.
I see your point, but Leonon happened before Tahar reshaped the Wolfguard. Everyone knows it's different now. They'll talk to you, I'm sure of it.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Where can I find these survivors?
My guy tracked them to the Windwall outskirts. They moved around after the war, but they should still be there. Oh, thank you for this, General. Tiara's light go with you.
Keep it up. Out of the way.
You came. Good. Ready for an introduction?
Yes.
Good. Come along.
Stay close.
This is the Wolf Chamber. It's where Tahar used to plan missions and discuss politics with the Orcish and Elven commanders. Now, I could tell you all about them myself, but I suggest you have a chat with them first. Just let me know when you're done. Ah, and you might also want to introduce yourself to your soldiers. I saw 2 of them sauntering around here earlier.
Hello?
By the... Ellen's reins, you gave me a start. Who are you?
General Arev. I'm the new commander of the Wolf Guard.
Oh, I see. Yes, we were told. I assume you came to familiarize yourself with the Guard?
Yes.
Good. Well, I'm Elian Valath, Scryer of the Moorhere, and the one in charge of the Elven division of the Wolf Guard. But you probably knew that already.
I did. What's the state of the Moorhere troops?
Our state? Absent. Almost all of our forces are currently up in Utran, helping to secure our new settlement, and it'll be some time until they're back. I hate to say it, but for now and the near future, you'll have to make do with the human part of the Guard. Listen, I have a question. That dark elf that's been walking around the keep, would you know who he is? I've been told he was at your audience with the Queen today.
I don't, but he'll accompany us on our mission, so I might find out.
Ah, fair enough. Then do let me know when you find out. I'm curious. Either way, I'll be out on King's Vantage if you need anything. Good luck on that mission, General. My prayers will be with you.
This way.
Who are you?
General Arev. Honored to meet you.
General... Oh, you're the one from Imperia.
Her Majesty already informed us about her decision. I truly hope she knows what she's doing. Corporal Tahar was a great leader. I mean no disrespect, of course. Forgive me, General.
There's nothing to forgive. I'll prove my worth.
Understood.
I heard that we'll be heading out on a mission soon. Is that true?
Yes, tomorrow at first light. You'll be briefed soon.
I see. Well, thank you for visiting us, General. I appreciate it. Tiara's blessings.
What do we have here?
Yes? Who are you?
General Arev, the new commander of the Wolf Guard. I thought I might drop by to introduce myself.
Ah, right. You're the replacement. I heard about you. Well, I'm Master Sergeant Ralkin, the Wolf Guard's quartermaster. Pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's mine.
Listen, General. I was actually looking for you. I know you're probably already swamped, but there are 2 important matters we should discuss. One's about these mercenaries from Wolfgar the ambassador hired. The other about a disappearance within our ranks. What do you say? We can talk about this now or later outside.
Earlier on, you said something about those mercenaries the ambassador hired. What about them?
Well, since the ones from Wolfguard turned out to be quite useful, the Queen's provided the Wolfguard with some coin to hire more of them if need be. And since you're the new commander, I thought you might want to have a say in it, and who we're going to hire. We can stick with the 2 from Wolfgar or find someone else. It's up to us.
I see. Why do we even need mercenaries? Doesn't the Royal Army have enough men to fill the Wolf Guard with?
But the Purity Wars cost us dearly. We're still licking the wounds, so to speak. And in the meantime, we rely on help from reputable mercenary corps. Anyway, bottom line, just let me know if you want to hire someone new. I'll arrange it.
Will do. Thanks, Sergeant.
What do you mean by disappearance in our ranks? What happened?
Well, where do I start? It's about one of the Wolfguard's engineers, Marcus. He went missing a couple moons ago. Heard a search party went looking for him, but they didn't return either.
You want me to look into this?
If you can spare the time, yes. Strictly speaking, it's not your direct responsibility. But word has it you'll be traveling a lot. So, maybe you could make some time?
What do you know about his disappearance that makes you so worried?
Marcus wouldn't just disappear, and neither would that search party. I heard they tracked him to an old silver mine southeast from Greykeep called the Silver Drift Hollow. Something must have happened there.
Do you think he could have killed them?
Marcus? No, why would he? He's loyal to the crown.
I'll look if I pass that way.
That's all I can ask. Thanks, General.
I want to hire a new mercenary.
The Throne Hall, the inviolable inner sanctum of Greykeep. Here lies Nortender's seat of power, the seat from which her sovereign strikes accords and passes judgment.
Who are... Wait. You're the new general, aren't you?
How did you know?
I saw you and that caravan come in last night. I heard what happened on the Golden Road. Dwarves attacking humans. They were either completely hammered or completely out of their minds. Anyway, you'll be replacing Tahar, won't you? Good thing the Fire Wielders won't be fighting for the Wolf Guard for the next few moons. Otherwise, you'd be in for a rough time.
Why would I be in for a rough time?
Well, mainly because we orcs don't care as much about titles as we do deeds. Tahar earned our respect, whereas you're still a blank slate. And on that note, you should probably talk to the Circle Mage, Iria.
What about?
Well, I overheard your audience with the Queen, and knowing Iria, I don't think she's very happy about the decision to replace Tahar with you. The two of them were really close. As friends, I mean. But it's best if you ask her yourself. Either way, all the best on your mission, General. I'll see you around.
Interesting.
Done already?
Where are the Wolf Guard's troops stationed?
In the barracks, of course. These are the headquarters. If the entirety of the Wolf Guard troops lived and slept here, it'd be rather cramped.
Makes sense. You're a Circle Mage. So what exactly is your role in the Wolf Guard?
Officially? None. But I guess you could call me a counselor of sorts. Plus, the Circle's and the Wolf Guard's responsibilities overlap. We oversee the use of magic, they oversee the country's safety. Both are diplomats, so to speak. So, since Her Majesty ordered it, I guess I'll be sticking around for a while longer. That is, unless you have a problem with that.
On the contrary, your advice will be helpful.
Well, I'll do my best.
Something I've been meaning to ask you. What do you know about that dark elf, Wraith?
Not much. We briefly worked together during the Purity Wars. He helped us resolve a problem for the Morhir elves and then left.
Is he trustworthy?
In order to answer that question, I'd need to know what he's here for. I don't think his intentions are bad, though. The Queen has good intuition when it comes to people.
I think I'm done. Let's prepare for the mission.
Sure. Just let me know when you want to head out and I'll be there. Anything else?
Well, yes. Zara said you're not too happy with the Queen's decision.
Did he?
Look, I know you and Tahar were close. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks. It's just... Tahar gave so much for this country. So bloody much. And now here you are, the new leader of the Wolf Guard, handpicked by the Queen herself. Replacing a hero like you'd replace an old pair of boots. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know you, but this just feels... wrong.
Well, I'm not in charge yet. I still have to prove myself.
Yeah. And something tells me that you will.
I understand why you'd feel that way. I guess all I can hope for is that you give me a chance.
I'll do my best. Anyway, if you want to, we can have a chat after the mission. I need some time to clear my head. I'll see you on the morrow, at dawn. Find yourself a good horse in the meantime. This'll be a tough ride.
I'm listening. What's this?
Let's talk later, shall we?
War after war has scarred Fiara, altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Nortender, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom. A new beginning dawns for the Morhir, as their new settlement finally takes shape, while the orcs realize the dream of the Great Khal in Bargagor. The dwarves carry on in their stronghold below the mountains, and the Exalted Father rules quietly over the dark elven swamps. It is an era of change, of redefining the old and discovering the new.
Here we go.
Consider it done.
It will be done.
This is how it ends.
The cool, earthy air rushes to the mine's entrance like a mountain's exhale. Where once this was a hub of activity, filled with sounds of pickaxes and creaking mining carts, it is now an empty carcass. But though the miners and laborers have long since moved on, evidence of their passing remains. Scratches on the walls to mark the passage of days. An old fire pit smothered in the thick layers of ash. And in one corner, a crude, half-completed drawing of a naked elf maiden riding a dragon.
All right then. The quartermaster said the search party tracked that engineer to here.
And then they all vanished.
Exactly. Let's see what we can find.
Go ahead.
Oh shit, the crown! They found us!
Let's do this. That way?
What do we have here?
All right, here goes nothing.
Take him down!
Really?
I will follow.
Let's be quick!
Interesting.
Tell me, Wraith, how did you convince the Queen to grant you an audience?
I told them I was a Dark Elven prince.
And they didn't even bother to verify that?
I just had to shout and threaten long enough. If there's one good thing to be said about Nortandian bureaucracy, it's that they're subservient to authority.
Well played.
Yes?
You're sure of this?
Sure.
Out of the way. This way.
Got it. Purity soldiers.
Keep your guard up. These probably weren't the last
Over
of them.
here! Help us!
Stay close. What's this?
Tiara's breath. Thank you.
Who are you?
Captain Garrett Ryal, 8th Division of the Royal Army, stationed in Greykeep.
Ah, the search party.
What do you know about your captors?
To be honest, not much. They're former Purity. That much you can tell by their robes. Their leader is someone named Kadma, but that's all we know.
Kadma, huh? Must be holed up somewhere else in the mine. How were you captured?
Those Purity soldiers ambushed us in here. They must have been down here for a while. They knew the ins and outs of this place too well.
Sounds like rats.
They could have just killed you. Why did they take you prisoner?
I don't really know. When they locked us in here, they actually apologized.
Apologized?
Crazy, right? They've been feeding us too, but other than that, we've just been losing our minds in the dark.
What about the engineer? Is he here?
Marcus? How do you know about Marcus?
The quartermaster told me about the search. He thought the Wolf Guard could help.
The Wolf Guard? Then you're... Tiara's breath. They took him deeper into the mine, but that must have been, I guess, a week ago at least?
Then we need to keep moving.
Wait. Let us come with you. The rest of our unit is in here somewhere. And we want to get back at the bastards who did this to us.
Might be good to have some backup. All right, let's go.
Aye, Commander.
What do we have here?
I'm ready.
It must be done.
For the light!
All right. It's them or us.
Defilers!
Lead on. Got it.
Sure.
Get ready!
For the light!
Is that the best you could do?
Attack!
Here we go.
Die already.
Take them out!
All right, here goes nothing.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Interesting.
I will follow.
By the Guardians, thank you.
Over here.
What?
Make it quick.
What's this?
It's damn chilly down here.
Sounds like a plan. Here we go. Got it. All right, here goes nothing.
Go ahead.
Lead on then.
You got it. That way?
Cadma, if you just let everyone go...
You know I can't do that.
That must be Marcus.
And the rest of the Purity fugitives.
Soldiers? Help!
So I take it Dirk and Nolan are dead?
I think those are the least of your worries right now. Who are you? Why have you abducted all these people?
Blazing fools. I'm Cadma, leader of what remains of Aeonir's faithful. And we didn't abduct anyone. We were only trying to keep our presence here a secret. When someone found out, we had no choice. The Crown still wants our heads, and we couldn't let them report us.
So you thought imprisoning them was the better alternative?
What else were we supposed to do?
How did you capture the engineer?
He stumbled into our camp. We didn't know who he was.
So you weren't after his military designs?
What? No. Why would we be? We have no use for them. When we found out he was part of the Royal Army, we knew it was only a matter of time before they sent people to look for him.
I told you to let us go, Cadma. We wouldn't have reported you.
I wish I could believe that.
If you were worried about people reporting you, why didn't you leave?
And go where? This mine has water, shelter. Out on the road, we're vulnerable. We might as well walk ourselves to the Grey Keep gallows.
Why keep them as prisoners? Why didn't you just kill them?
Hasn't there been enough bloodshed? We don't want to kill anyone. The first person who found us, we panicked. We captured them and couldn't let them go after that. Of course, then someone came looking for her, and so on.
What do you mean by what remains of Aeonir's faithful?
During the Purity War, a lot of people flocked to Rondar Lacane's banner, claiming they wanted to walk in the light. Liars. All of them. They wanted power, riches, or just the excuse to kill in the Allfather's name. We spit on their graves. We are the true believers, the true followers of Aeonir's words. And thanks to the Crown's persecution of anyone involved with the Purity, we are the last ones left.
Don't let her fool you. True believers or not, they murdered and tortured people for the Purity. They're as guilty as any other Lacane fanatic.
Yes, we fought for the Purity. Not with joy, but with duty. You're a soldier. Surely you understand that when your leader gives an order, you follow without question. Wouldn't you?
Let me guess. You're also the Purity loyalists who ambushed the Wolfguard, aren't you? You killed Tahar.
What? Why on Io would we do that? We're trying to survive here, not give the Crown more reason to hunt us.
Cut the bullshit. You murdered Tahar to avenge Rondar Lacane. And then you thought you could get away with it by hiding out in this cave.
No! I didn't even know Tahar was dead. Yes, I know you probably think all ex-Purity are the same, but the last thing we want is more violence. All we ever wanted was to help spread the light of Aeonir. Please, you have to believe me!
Why should I believe anything you're saying?
Look, all we want is to be left alone. During the war, we were only following our faith. Our leaders pointed the way, and of course we accepted it as truth. We were tricked, misled. We left the Purity when we realized what they really were. But the Crown doesn't care. They want our heads simply because of our association. Can you blame us for wanting to live?
That's beside the point. You have committed war crimes, and for that you have to answer to the Crown.
No!
Take him down!
Get ready!
Yes?
Interesting.
Sure.
What's this?
Thanks for the rescue. I was starting to believe I'd never leave here. I told her to let us go and make a run for it, but I guess this is better in the end.
They had it coming. What matters is that you're safe. Now make your way out of here. I'll see you back to Greykeep.
Will do. Thanks again, General.
I'm ready.
You got it.